Yo, 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 what's going on out there? Y'all already know who it is. It's your boys, the Rise Podcast, right back at y'all with another one. We back up in the house, y'all. How y'all doing, man? Hope y'all had a blessed day and being safe out there. People losing their minds. Accidents everywhere, man. It's just people just losing their mind and crashing out. But let me get this thing jumped off because we behind. Oh man. 5-time world champ, 4 different weight classes. First ballot Hall of Famer, Baltimore's own GTD Promotions, redesigning minds one mind at a time. We know a mind is a terrible thing to waste. Shout out to www.kenichibed.com. Use code TRP. You'll get 15% off. Also, shout out to www.NarSlipGallery.org. Go over to the Damari page. Use the code RIZE10. You'll get 10% off. Also, shout out to www.MidKillerB.com. Go over to our page, support her and her merch. Shout out to Richie for the intros and edits. R.I.P. John Boy. R.I.P. to Miss Tanya Van Joss Williams Jr. Y'all truly miss. Can't be replaced. Shout out to Bad Girls Promotions, EOE Education over everything. 4 Corners Boxing. Go over there every Wednesday and check them out. Maurice and Jenny Jones and them 15 rounds of boxing. Aunt McQueen Boxing, Stretched Out Boxing. Miss Mona, Miss Melody Queen 27, Miss Yaya, if you out there watching. Shout out the Stretched Out Boxing. Under Armour, thanks for all that you do and done for the kids at the gym. Don't forget to go down to 1901 Pennsylvania Avenue, get your Sherry's Essentials, 12 rolls for $7. Make sure you go over to AO Clothing Line, Pro Soul Boxing Gear, and Clothing Line, Richie Threads. Don't forget to go over to the risepodcast.com. Use the code RIZE10. You'll get 10% off. Shout out to everybody in the chat that's always faithful. Last but not least, Official Gear Boxing. We up in the building with a 2 on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3, box. Raw. Man, like I said before, hope y'all having a blessed day. Speedy in the building, Death's Inedible. Stretched Out Boxing. Tawu Akwakabutu. Abdul Malik 9942. Gary just talking Casey because he got lips. Yeah, I saw that. We talked about the title of the show tonight, Gervonta Tank Davis, as y'all can see, flat-footed and can't beat Haney or Shakur. Gary Russell says. He said Tank can't beat Gary because Devin because he flat-footed. And Devin got the ability to outbox him. And then he say he taking Shakur over Tank 2 because he say it's going to be a boring fight. You already know what Shakur going to do. Shakur, I know one thing, Shakur ain't going to stand there and engage like he did with Zapata, Tiafimo, and it was a couple other dudes. He stood there in the pocket and fought. He ain't doing that with no Tank. If he do, it'll be an early night. Early night for sure. But Devin got a little size on him now. He always coming in shape. Devin always coming in shape. But my only question with Devin is, what Devin gonna show up that night? And what's gonna be the keys to victory for Devin? And I don't got him. I don't got Devin, Debo Haney, and Bill. I love Bill to death, man, and Devin and them. I mean, I get it, Bill. You marketing your son. You know, I can't hate on that. But Debo, you know, I don't know if he's seen the movie, what Debo stand for. When he came pulled up on the block, everybody tucked their chains and disappeared. I don't see that. Like I say, man, it's talk, propaganda. You know, he might as well run for president because he full of shit. Propaganda. Debo Devin Haney, man. Devin ain't knocking nobody out, man. He ain't knocking nobody out, or he ain't dominating nobody. You know, we need Ryan Garcia. If you give me Ryan Garcia and you beat him like you beat him like you did Ryan Norman Jr., which I don't think he on that level mindset wise that I could start saying a few little things. But in order to get the nickname moniker Debo, you got to be knocking people off their feet. Come on, man. It's just getting to be a circus show. It really is. That's cool. And people like, oh man, Squeeze said this on the Rise podcast. Ain't nobody, because the first thing they holler, you hating. First of all, I'm living check to check, barely paying my damn bills. So, you know, I ain't hating or worrying about what nobody else do. I'm focusing on what I need to do. But my point is, Debo is a knockout artist in the movie. And I don't see nothing that Devin do is Debo-ish, if that's a word. But yeah. What he do with Tank? You know what I mean? What he gonna do? He ain't gonna pull that shit with Brian Norman. He already know Tank walking him down. He can't hurt him. If you can't hit Tank and hurt him, man, and I believe he got a little more pop at the 147 division. You know, he ain't draining. And Devin comes in shape. But my thing is with Devin, he fights too cautiously for me. You know, he fights too cautiously. He fights more in reverse than walking people down. Yeah, Lewis 4,500, Melody Queen 27. Tabu Apakabutu say Stevenson beat everybody but Abdul Tank. These dudes, Speedy, Steps, and Edible, these dudes just talking. Tank will track both of them down. Tank and box or walk you down. And he's not going to let them steal no early rounds. He already know what they're going to do. There's going to be pressure from round one. It's gonna be pressure. Yeah, they got Tank ain't even fighting, and they keeping Tank name in their mouth like they showing up wanna fight Tank. Like they showing up wanna fight Tank. They need to stop, y'all. All right, let me bring him on in. Y'all already know who he is. You know what he do. You know what he like. You know what he don't like. And we damn sure know he don't like Mike Tyson. He don't like Roy Jones. We already know. Don't be asking him questions about that. We gonna get to that episode. But y'all already know he gonna do what he do. Where there's a will, there's a way. All the way from Baltimore, Maryland, one of my favorite peoples in the game, first ballot Hall of Famer, the one, the only. Y'all call him Mr. Will, but I call him Papa Smurf in the belt.
Please. Can you hear me?
Now I can.
Okay, what's happening, brother?
What's going on?
Oh, man, not a whole lot. I tell you the truth. Just a couple of little things I've been saying that's kind of interesting. I just heard you talking about Tank. Man, I want to see him so bad. I want to see him in the ring, man, doing his thing. But I don't know. Everybody just seems to be talking. I don't know what they're doing out there right now. But I just want to see him get busy right now. But man, just crazy stuff's going on in the game, man. Like I just saw something a little while ago where Virgil Ortiz is calling out Bronner. Now that's a chump move, man. I didn't like that. I'm like, come on, man. You supposed to be one of the top dogs out there, and you calling out an old rusty Bronner that hasn't fought in who knows when, and he knows he's been abusing himself. That's not even making sense. You know, it's really a chump move as far as I'm concerned. You know, where they were talking about Boots at one time. He's talking about Bronner. Let's be real, man.
Yeah.
And
I ain't heard of that.
yeah. I just saw the little.
I've been on the airwaves all day. I ain't heard no glimpse of that. This is the first time I've ever heard a glimpse of that. But that just proved to you that these dudes, man, ain't who they say they are.
Exactly.
You calling out, actually, I'm taller than Adrian Broner.
Wow.
Man, Adrian Broner, I'm just a little taller than him. We close almost the same height. I'm a little taller by a hair, but I got him a little. I met Adrian Broner in person, shook his hand, took a picture with him. I got a picture with Adrian Broner on one of my phones.
Mm-hmm.
And Adrian ain't no real tall dude. He ain't no big dude. He had his clothes on. We was in Atlanta, but I'm like, this dude wasn't all that big. Like, and for you to be calling and mentioning Adrian Broner told everybody he was doing people favors.
Exactly.
He was doing people favors. Adrian Broner told people, a lot of them guys I ain't even supposed to have been in the ring with, but I fought them.
Yeah.
And I made good money, and I ain't ducked no smoke. See, Adrian Broner, talk about him all you want, but Adrian Broner would fight anybody and everybody, and fought. Actually, like Adrian say, I'm really 135 pounder.
Exactly.
Not being disciplined in camp, not trying to make the 135, 140 no more. He looked at an easier route to go to 47, and that ain't paying out for him. That was one of his worst weight brackets
Yeah.
that he fought in was 147.
Yeah.
You know, and you calling out Adrian Broner. That's crazy.
Yes, it is. And then what's his name? Gary Russell talking trash about Tank, saying Tank's flat. So he I don't know what that's about. I don't know if he's trying to get payday now, because I'm quite sure his money's running out, because he hasn't fought in umpteen years. And then the craziest thing I've heard recently is Chris Bird is trying to make a comeback.
Come back where?
Where you think? Back to the ring.
Man.
He's 50 some years old trying to come back. Does that make sense to you? Does that make any sense at all?
Not at all.
And then the sad part is with him, man, you know, he really doesn't have anything to keep anybody off of him. Then when he comes back, I think he's going to come back like a middleweight or something like that. You know, because he's dropped a lot of weight. He's real small now.
Wow.
So it's not, the math ain't mathing, man. That's all I can tell you.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah, but I saw the interview with Gary Russell, and saying it with a straight face too. I could see, and Gary cool, but
Yeah.
I mean, this I'm talking what I see. What I see is a lot of jealousy. And when I mention jealousy, not to the point that he jealous of what Tank got or what he had. It's jealousy to the point that his career never made it to the point where Tank's at, and he came through the door before Tank. They, fought, sparred, or whatever. He seen Tank when he was younger and coming through DC.
Right.
And you would think that he would uplift Tank, but I don't know if they got something going on behind the scenes. But one thing you're not going to do is get in front of us, people that really know boxing, people that been in there and had punches thrown at them. And I seen it with my own eyes. That you saying with a straight face that guy don't got no footwork and he flat footed. Come on, stop. That's just if you're not jealous of him or hating, it don't look good when you saying that, because the math not mathing up. You're not making sense.
That's true.
I see Tank use the whole ring on some dudes.
Yeah.
Box circles around him when he has to.
Right.
We seen an injured Tank with one hand dance around Pitbull Cruz.
Yeah.
And people say he lost that fight.
Man, you want to hear something crazy? I basically interviewed him. It's on YouTube. This was maybe about 11 years ago. It's on YouTube. And at that time, he was talking like he didn't want to fight Tank. We from the DMV, this kind of stuff. And now he's talking this stuff.
Yeah. Tank might not have brought him in on something, or
maybe
promised him something and then ain't, show up for him.
Mm-hmm.
But to stand up there, just keep it real, man. Just keep it boxing. Smoothie King. Right back at y'all with another one. Melody Queen 27. Thanks for the color in the chat. Support and hit the like button.
No doubt. Yeah, man. I don't know. There's a whole lot of nonsense going on right now. It really is.
Yeah, but people talk to her their self-talk. Child of God, good to see you in the chat. He beat Pitbull Cruz with a injured hand. And that was a fight for him to lose. A pressure fighter. Tank box circles around.
Yeah.
But you can say what you want. You could get in front of the mic and say what you want. But it make you look, you the one looking like a fool. Because the whole world sees what's going on. And you the only one don't make no sense.
Right.
It don't make no sense. But
man, just out of curiosity, did you see that interview with Shannon Sharp and Shakur?
Yes.
That was interesting.
Yes, it was. And you heard what Shannon told him.
He told him, "Shorty, I'll fold you up like a lawn chair." That's what he told him. Because what I'm saying? That's what he told him. Yeah, Shakur is full of himself right now, man. So
he beat Shannon street fighting. He was blowing smoke though. Yeah, he was blowing smoke.
I don't know. Yeah, you might be right, but I don't know.
Yeah, he was blowing smoke. Gerard Smith say, "What's up, Mr. Will? Salute.
What's happening, man? How you feel?
Appreciate you.
I appreciate you as well, for sure."
Yeah, he was blowing smoke to be on that platform. And on that big network. And like Shannon told him, I don't got you beating Tank. He say, I ain't got you beating. You're a great fighter. He say, but I don't got you beating Tank.
Yeah. Well, I don't disagree with that. I feel the same way about that. I think
what's going on, fellas?
Only thing is, I want Tank to get busy and get his sea legs back.
What's up, Chant?
I thought y'all had me on a block list. Y'all wasn't speaking to me today. Oh, all right.
What's happening, Steve?
Man,
I just want Tank to get some fights under his belt. You know what I mean? And don't come in there with the ring rust, because that sport is a game of reflexes.
What's ring rust, Mr. Will? What's ring rust?
Oh boy, never mind.
No, I'm being See, like, I'm being dead serious. What's ring rust?
Never mind. No such thing. It doesn't exist. There's no such thing as. Yeah, speaking of, Seth, that's one of my main concerns about this fight next week with Spence and Zoo. The fact that Earl's been out 3 years. I'm gonna give you a classic example. You saw what ring rust looked like last weekend. Entirely different sport, but it's still ring rust with Conor McGregor. Conor McGregor threw a kick and broke his own leg. You know what I'm saying?
But Conor was hurting the back when he was warming up. You could see.
Yeah. He couldn't hardly take his shoe off when it was time to get in the ring. I know, but that money was already spent, so we had to go through with it. Yeah, man. But like I said, man, that's a sport. You gotta stay busy, man. Them like long layoffs like that are just not the answer. Like you saw that with Sugar Ray Leonard. Sugar was taking years at a time off, and it was getting harder for him to come out when he would come back. And like you saw the rematch with him and Hearns. I don't think that fight would have went the way it went if he was active. And the Camacho fight, definitely not. Camacho wasn't the guy to, do what he did. I mean, he really beat Sugar. And if they would have fought Sugar active, that fight would have lasted about 3-4 rounds. And Sugar's face, saying, but that not being active does hurt.
Did y'all talk about Gary Russell saying that Tank was flat-footed?
Yeah.
What you think about that, Mr. Will?
I think it's a joke. I don't even know where that's coming from.
What you think about that, Squeeze?
Just want to hear his self-talk. Keep Tank in his mouth. He looked at dead serious when he was saying it, but Gary just being Gary, man. Yeah. He can have his own opinion, you know. He can express his own opinion, but I think he probably just capping. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I saved you for last week.
Never know with Gary.
I saved you for last because me and you both, right? We set day by day, day after day, on the side of the ring just watching. And we not seeing the knockouts. We seeing the footwork. That man got. I every time we talk, I tell you that man might got the best top 5 feet in boxing. And that's not glazing. That, you know what I mean? Like me and Squeeze sit there. Ain't no knockouts. Ain't no knockouts. What we watching? We watching work. The setup, how he get the knockouts, how he prepare to put himself in position.
Oh yeah.
That man got some of the best feet in boxing.
Oh yeah. Like I was telling Squeeze before you came on, saying where I had interviewed Gary Russell about 10, 11 years ago. It's on YouTube. And at that particular time, he was talking about basically he wanted to be Tank's friend and he didn't want to fight him and this kind of stuff. So I don't know where that's even coming from.
Where that interview at? Why I ain't got it so I can repost it?
It's on YouTube.
I need a copy of the video, not YouTube. I need a copy of the video. Excuse me.
I don't even have it in my phone anymore because that was years ago. I got a different phone. But that's why I said you can get it off YouTube. But I'll give you the info where you can find it and stuff.
Yeah, I would love to see that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would love to see that, Mr. Will.
Let me see. Somebody say give him a number. What was that, my boy? Let's see, give him a number.
So I went to the lottery machine, Squeeze, right?
Yeah.
And it was this man right there. I was helping him. So when he walked away, I ain't paying no attention. He had 2 tickets in his hand, right? And he must have played them and walked away, but he never paid for them. One number was 5430. The other number was 6431. Ain't that some bullshit?
Dang.
That's some bullshit, ain't it?
Hell yeah.
Motherfucker number come straight out.
597 came back.
Mm-hmm.
Who was that asked me give him a number? That was my boy. Play my birthday in the 4 digit. Tabu Apple play my birthday in the 4 digit. Play it 7569 and 5796.
All right.
Tomorrow.
Hell no.
Yeah, they going because they brought 579 back to back. They get been out 3 times.
3, damn.
Javon Smith 2200. Gary just showed why he would lose the Tank. That's where he underestimated Tank and would have been his downfall. He wouldn't have underestimated no Tank because Tank would have been touching him. When you getting hit with them bricks on your body, you gonna come to a person.
And back to the terminology, the ring rust. If anybody has ring rust, it's him. Because Gary Russell hasn't fought in umpteen years, man.
I think he fought one time last year.
Okay, even at that, that's nothing.
One time.
I already say. I think he did. Didn't he get a fight last year?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm saying
I think
even
he
if
got a fight and then retired or something.
right, but
Yeah.
what I'm saying is, had he fought before that, it been some years. So we can't really even that's not even a factor. You know,
His
career.
his layoffs. Yeah, his layoffs be wild.
Yeah, I know. You're right about that. Yeah, they be ridiculous, man.
Yeah.
So, let me ask you a question, Mr. Will. Let me ask both of y'all a question. Like, why do y'all think that is? Like, why these fighters take these layoffs like that? Why do y'all think? You know what I mean?
Before you came on, I just thought about it since you back. Look, speaking
injuries, senior.
Yeah,
it don't always be injuries though.
But look, this is the thing: you become injury prone because of inactivity. Because of inactivity.
When the last time you got in the ring, Mr. Will?
Come on, man.
I'm just saying, inactivity, I might get your ass.
You probably can, man. You like 30 years younger than me. You should. If you don't, then you really I don't know what to say for you. You should.
I don't know. They say the power the last thing to go. You might still got some, Mr. Will.
I'm saying the odds in you for me. I'm a senior citizen, man. I'm a realist. My thing is this: I don't look in the mirror and let the mirror lie to me, like some of these guys. Like I'm telling them, what's his name? Chris Bird is talking about coming back. You remember him?
Yeah, I don't know.
You don't remember?
I heard the name. The name sound familiar.
Yeah,
the name sound familiar.
Heavyweight from the 90s. Basically the 90s. I think he fought in the early 2000s for a little while, but yeah, man, he's talking about coming back.
If you can get a check, go get it.
Yeah, but I mean,
if you can get a check, go get it, Mr. Will.
But what I'm saying, it's got to be an easier way at that point in your life. He's 50-some years old. That's a young man's sport. That is not the place for a 50-some-year-old man, the boxing.
Better find a 60-year-old that you could whoop his ass.
Well, nah, nobody want to see that. What they gonna bill that as? The geezers at Caesar?
That sound good right there. You already got it, Mr. Will. You a step ahead of the game.
Nobody want to see that. Nobody want to see that.
The geezers at Seasons. Oh man, that got a nice ring to it.
Look. One gonna throw a punch every round. Other gonna throw a punch every other round. That's all right. I'm good.
Guess what? We got action every round.
Hey.
Yeah, don't nobody want to see that.
No.
Don't nobody want to see that, man.
You know what's the crazy thing, Squeeze?
Yeah.
It's always one motherfucker out there that, man, shit, I want to see it. That was my favorite fighter back in the day.
Yeah,
your mind could tell you could do it, but that body will let you know quick, yo.
So your mind will be like jab, 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 and your arm ain't doing nothing. Okay.
I ain't hating on him, but bruh, I don't know, bruh. I mean, I wish him the best. I wish him the best, yo.
It's not.
Both. Hey, if he can get a bag, ain't no pension in boxing. If he can get a bag at 50, come back, go get it. You know what I mean? Shit.
Yeah.
It's fucked up that that's what you got to do. But you know what I mean? If you can still draw a crowd and you know what I mean, get an opponent, go ahead and get your money, young man, old man.
Man, but my thing is this: you looking at really some possible long-term damage from doing that. You know what I mean?
But you gotta understand that the possibility of damage was already in the play, because most of these boxers been boxing since they was 10, 11, some younger than
That's
that. So the
my
play already in for the damage.
that's my point. So that's why I don't think that's a healthy move for these seniors to get in there and take more abuse. And later on, a little later, can't walk and talk. You know what I'm saying? And like, for example,
Half
like,
of them can't walk and talk now.
that's my point. So that's why I don't want to see that. I don't want to see no old person in the ring. They don't have the reflexes for it anymore. That's a reflex game.
My hardcore boxing. He did an interview with James Toney. I'm talking about he did one of
Oh
the
my
best
goodness.
interviews I ever seen.
But look,
Listen. He did one. Listen. Hold up, Mr. Will.
yeah,
Slow down.
go ahead, go ahead.
He did one of the best interviews
Watch your
I ever
mouth,
seen.
Steve.
James Toney. He had some great questions. James Toney answered every question. You know what I mean? He gave a detailed analysis of what he was saying. But the only problem is ain't nobody understand a motherfucking thing he was saying.
That's what I was going to say. I was hoping they had the bouncing ball when he was talking.
No. I'm talking about the interview. The interview was fire, but it was just from the body language. You couldn't understand his words.
I know that. I was going to get to that, but when I started to say something, but I said I was going to let you finish saying what you were saying. But I know you couldn't understand him.
I'm talking about he had his wife and his son with him. A hell of an interview he did. I think it was one of the best interviews I ever seen. Just couldn't understand him.
that sound like an oxymoron. You say it was the best interview.
No,
he just couldn't understand.
no, because
See you
I'm trying to
being
tell you, Mr.
nice.
Will.
Yeah.
See you
I'm not
being
Miss.
nice.
No. I'm not being nice. This is
Yes,
being
you
serious.
is.
I put this
You
on.
is being
No,
nice.
but listen,
No,
Squeeze.
you
This,
just
this
want
interview,
just come on out and
this
say
interview.
the man talked like he had a bunch of shit in his mouth. Just come on and say it.
Now I'll give you that, but what I'm trying to tell you is the interview itself. Far as like, if you looked at it, if you what they say, what Coach Kenny and them say, always listen to it on mute. Oh man, you would think he getting ready to get a Nobel Peace Prize or something. Like everything is there, you just can't understand the shit.
I know.
That's why I say. That's what you want to say. Talking with a mouth full of shit. Let's keep it a buck.
And the crazy part is, at one time, James Toney was one of the best talking boxers out there. I mean, he was real quick with it. He used to talk trash, man. He used to talk a lot of trash. He was funny at one time. Now, it's not so funny anymore. When you see him, it's like, oh my goodness. You know, yeah, I hate to see that. But in his circumstance, what did him, man, coming from middleweight and going all the way up to heavyweight and having them big guys punching on him, that's what did him, man. And then that was late in his career when he did that. So, you know, he couldn't get out of the way of the punches anymore. I think that shoulder roll wasn't working too tough anymore. So that's why he's in that condition.
Let me ask y'all this question. I seen a couple little clips and stories or posts or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And basically they were saying was they want to replace Tank with Keyshawn Davis. So my question to y'all is how?
That's, man, come on, man.
At what level, at what aspect? Like I just don't see how you compare the two. I don't see how he can fill those shoes.
No, he can't. He can't.
And I think too often times, like we get stuck trying to get another Jordan or trying to get another,
Yeah.
you know what I mean, Larry Bird, or we always trying to compare them to them, but you gotta understand, like, we had Jordan, and the closest thing you'll ever see is Kobe. But Kobe was Kobe. He wasn't Jordan. He was Kobe. He took Jordan game, but he put his spin on it, adapted it to him, and made it work. So sometimes we keep comparing these fighters to fighters. You can't get mad when they get mad. Like, this guy's not nothing like me. You know what I mean? How you compare me to him? You see what I'm saying? Just like in the interview, he was like, I just don't see me personally. I'm sorry. Shakur Stevenson just always reminds me of one of them guys that signed up to play tight end, ran a 5 and then met the middle linebacker, and they helmet and shoulder pads still sitting in the middle of the field. I just think when Shakur get hit one good time, it's not going to be, you know what I mean? Like we never really seen him get caught. You know what I mean? So like I just like whenever I think of Shakur, whenever they always talking to me, I just always think of them tight ends running a 5 and then meeting that middle linebacker and leaving they shit right there in the middle of the field.
Yeah.
I done seen it happen way too many times. You know what I mean? And just Shakur, like he just don't like. He's a great boxer, but we haven't seen him tested.
Right.
We ain't seen that chin get. We ain't seen that chin get put to the test. See, that's the thing. They want to talk about all this shit, but you could pick fights. You could go at Leo Santa Cruz fight. Leo Santa Cruz was touching tank. You know what I mean? He walked through that motherfucking fire and laid his ass down. I don't see Shakur turning up in that moment. I see Shakur jumping back. You know what I mean? Getting out the way.
Santa Cruz wasn't a puncher. So.
He's not a power puncher, but he's a volume puncher.
Yeah, he's a volume puncher, right?
And a volume puncher can drop you the same way a power puncher can.
Yeah. Well, he wasn't laying anybody out anyway when he was kind of.
I mean, a volume puncher. I mean, my interpretation. I mean, he ain't knocking you out. He gonna throw a bunch of punches. If the ref step in, that's one way he could get a stoppage, but he ain't stopping nothing by doing a whole bunch of punches. He just do a whole bunch of punches. You know, that's all that is. He just throw a whole bunch of punches.
And then you got to make some funny moves for the ref to jump in and just stop it.
Yeah. Not punching back, you're overwhelming them by a high volume. So,
there you go.
That's not going to get a stop. No.
Tank got 30 knockouts.
Right. Tank cracks dudes. You know, when he knocked Santa Cruz out, knocked him out, Santa Cruz, like he was laying there with a smile on his face, man.
He ain't know where he was at.
No,
all the ones that he knocked out had a smile on their face because they went straight to the bank the next day.
Yeah.
When Rolly finally figured out who he was and where he was at, and the fight had already happened. What's up,
man? It took him an hour and a half to do the post-fight interview. I'm talking about Rolly.
Mr. Will. Mr. Will. When I like they had Rolly locked in the room, they wasn't trying to really let too many people in and out to see him. But I seen him soon as he came in the back.
Yeah.
Mr. Will. You could have told him he was at Ocean City, he would have believed you.
Oh my goodness.
He did not know who, where, what, why, and when.
I can believe it. I can believe that. I mean, because he got the shock of his life that night. He didn't expect that, number one. He didn't expect Tank to crack him like that. You know, he was doing all right in that fight. He was doing his thing, and out of nowhere, bow. That was that.
So can I say something?
He was doing all right he was led to think he was doing all right for the setup.
That's why I raised. That's what I wanted to get at. A lot of people always jump in and go, "Oh, he was doing this." How about what if that was the plan?
Exactly.
What if that was because today I was thinking. I remember Shakur. I forgot who he was talking to, but he was talking to a fighter. It was a big time fight too. He was telling them like, you ain't got to rush in the first and second round. Let him shoot his load. Then go get his ass. Let him burn that energy off. He ain't never been here before. He don't know what to expect. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So let him shoot his load. This is what you hear fighters telling other fighters. Let him burn that energy in the first round.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like a lot of people always jump on it, but how y'all know that's not the plan?
Yeah, it looked like that for real.
Because Rolly fell right into the plan.
Coach Kenny started
releasing the footage. Coach Kenny started releasing the footage showing you the setup. You know,
To knock
boy,
30 people out is crazy. To knock 30 people out, to chin check 30 people, and some of those shots was from body shots. When you can knock a person out from body shots, you're coming with a level of torque behind your punches is just pounds per square inch. Because everybody be out there fighting, hitting to the body if they knew they could get a person out there from the body shot.
Well, a lot of these guys today don't really do too much body work because they want that highlight real headshot. You know what I mean? That's what it is.
they don't even understand. Like they don't even like. You know, it's crazy because they don't even understand like the body is gonna make that headshot so much more prettier. You know what I mean? Once you break that body down and you tap that chin. You know what I mean? He ain't got nothing left in him, and you just see the body collapse.
Well, it's an old saying: you kill the head, the body die by itself. And
Well, obstacle in the chat say he started late against Shakur, he gonna lose, and he can't do that to Shakur though. Obstacle. Number one, you're entitled to your opinion. But what we're gonna do here, we're gonna state facts. And the fact is that Tank ain't starting out slow. He's starting to dig your grave slow. So you obstacle, you're entitled to your own opinion, but Shakur ain't gonna be able to be doing that leaning back, shoulder stuff, giving up his body to Tank to keep his head away from Tank. Tank gonna stab him. Tank gonna poke holes all in his goddamn ass.
Mm-hmm.
You gonna Shakur when he go back to the corner obstacle and they pull water down his mouth, it's gonna come all out his ass and his arms. Because he will not be able to do that Philly shell on no Tank. Tank hit too goddamn hard, man. That ain't gonna work. That defense ain't gonna work for Tank. His best thing is to do is run around the ring. And I like Shakur, but Shakur ain't never been hit that many a times with that type of torque on those type of punches. But you're entitled to your opinion. I tell you one thing, fight night come, let me know where you at, because I love to take your money.
They just. Let me ask both of y'all a question. Well, I'm gonna get this to Mr. Will, because Mr. Will, I think Mr. Will gonna be giving me the most non-biased answer. If you took away Tank's knockout power, do you believe he's still a good boxer?
Yes. Yeah, I do. Well, in his case, it's just the icing on the cake. That's all.
You talking about? Look, he say Tank ain't do that to Lamont Roach, and Roach ain't better than Shakur. No harm, and I hope you subscribed and like. But those are two different people. Obstacle, two different people, two different outcomes. You can't base what somebody did with somebody else or what they're gonna do with the next person. You might engage, but it's not for me to explain to you what really transpired in the road fight. But one thing I could tell you, one thing for certain, one thing for sure, Roach just need to thank his stars that he didn't end up on a stretcher. You know, it was more involved. I don't really think Tank wanted to hurt that boy too bad, because he know his mother was in the crowd, and he say, "No, I'm not gonna say what I want to say." You know, he got a payday. That was a payday fight.
I just think people need to. If you're a fan and you really watch the fights, you can understand what's what. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you.
Don't cut me off, Mr. Will. Let me keep going, Mr. Will. But I'm gonna tell you this.
I'm gonna tell you this. Shakur been talking shit to Tank for how long? About 10 years, you think? Squeeze, Mr. Will? Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah.
About 5
No,
or 10. So so
I
ima-
mean,
so so imagine the animosity that he coming, the fire that he coming in there with. He's not coming in there on like a Lamont Roach type tip. You see what I'm saying? He's
Mm,
not coming in. He's not gonna come in there like he's going to come in there trying to kill and make an example. That's gonna be a different fight that he prepared for.
that's a fact.
Hey, squeeze,
yeah.
squeeze.
Yeah.
I never mind. I call you about that one.
Yeah. Just dress
I
it up.
can't.
That's all.
Hmm.
Dress it up, champ.
I already dropped it. I already dropped it, squeeze.
You dropped it in the chat.
No, I said it.
Oh.
I said it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, I tell you like this. Shakur going to sleep. Shakur going to sleep. I like Shakur. I'm a big fan of Shakur. But Shakur ain't used to getting hit like that.
Yeah, I like me. I just think that like I really got to see Shakur walk through the fire. We ain't never seen Shakur walk through the fire,
Not
so
that type of fire.
I can't really gauge what type of you know what I mean what type of person he would be. But just from how I feel, I just think you know what I mean. He just remind me of like the wide receivers that's nice as shit. But you know what I mean? They don't like that contact. You know what I mean? I could step into you, you know what I mean, brush you off and get the touchdown, but I'd rather run out of bounds because I don't want the contact. That's just, Shakur just remind me, that's just who I see Shakur as. And I could be totally wrong, but that's just how I feel. Like when it kind of really, you know what I mean? No, he ain't with it. He
Yeah,
gotta make me he gotta make me a believer. I give him all his credit. You know what I mean? I give him all his credit in the world, but he just gotta make me a believer. That's his exhibition point. I need to see him walk through the fire. We see him dominating fights. We see him outboxing guys. But I want to see him, you know what I mean? I want to see him walk through that test. At least we know Devin to get back up 20 times in a fight.
Well, Devin doesn't even have to worry about going down against him.
well, like obstacles say, we ain't gonna know till we see it, but he right about that. But like I say, man, um uh I just can't know how I break you down. But I see what you gonna do. You gonna compare Roach to Tank and say Roach ain't better than Shakur. Roach ain't better than Shakur boxing wise. Boxing wise.
Also, I don't think people really understand like a lot of boxers, I mean not a lot of boxers, but you know what I mean, most people, you know what I mean, they go in there with a plan, you know what I mean? But when that plan don't work, you see a lot of boxers get stuck. You know what I mean? What to do next? They can't figure it out. But I tell you all the time, Squeeze said all the time, that man being there downloading the data, calculating it. You know what I mean? You thinking he taking his time. Man, I just think the adjustments that he make on the fly in the ring, you know what I mean? Remember what he told us, Squeeze? I just gotta take
Uh,
everything I learned throughout all my life and just bring it to you in the ring. So and then the fire that he has coming from within, you know what I mean? He even talked about it, that you know what I mean? That's something he want to work on. But that fire is what's going, you know what I mean? Why people pick him to go walk down that dark alley unarmed over Shakur.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I think, you know what I mean, he's a phenomenal talent, but I just think like this time, I think he probably would have made out better in, you know what I mean, back in the day because the type of fighter he is. But this time the business is so much in the way. You see what I'm saying? Like we not really getting the fights that we want to see. We not getting, you know what I mean? Because so much of the business is in the way. And it's a good thing for the fighters because they're getting paid, but you know what I mean? Sometimes the fans lose out not getting the fights that we want to see at the time that we want to see them.
Like Shannon Sharp say, a lot of people say you born, your style is born. You know, you're a great fighter.
That to his face.
He said you're a great fighter, but you know, you born. People want to see knockouts. They want to see people get hurt. It's the hurt business. You don't hurt nobody.
Fact.
You know, so a lot of them guys get mad because
Yeah.
they don't want to hear the truth.
And he got mad on cue.
Yeah, talking about here hurt Shannon Sharp, boy.
I know.
Yeah, he don't do good with criticism. He don't do good with criticism.
Yeah, Shannon Sharp would throw you across the street.
Yeah, he would. He would. He would.
He says weight classes for a reason. You think two-time NFL
Squeeze. I'm gonna see this. I'm gonna see you this video, Squeeze. This big white dude look like an action figure. Little fat black dude. Man, you should. I just seen it today. I'm gonna send it to you and Mr. Will.
That'll work.
Yeah, man.
It's not the size of the dog in the fight. It's the size of the fight the dog. You know that.
You know, but like he say, you know, he don't know how to take criticism real good. But
no,
he say,
nobody.
I ain't gonna believe you and give you till I see you in the ring with Devin or Tank. He say, I want to see you with Tank. You know, it cut him deep. It cut him deep.
Nobody ever tells
when he said Tank name. It cut him deep.
They don't tell Shakur the truth, man. He's got a bunch of cheerleaders around him, and that's all it is.
Yeah, like I say, his last couple performances, he stood in the pocket a little bit more, but I wouldn't behoove him to do that with no Tank.
You got to look at what's in front of you too.
Yeah. Obstacle was saying that Roach ain't no Shakur, and Cepeda ain't no Tank. Teofimo Lopez ain't no Tank.
Man,
so that gotta go. You gotta go both ways with that.
A few years ago, Shakur almost lost his career when he fought that guy. What's his name?
Dallas Santos.
Yeah, him. Man, that fight was so boring. I mean, it was like super bad.
Well, I went back and watched the fight.
Boring, man.
To give Shakur his credit, he hurt his hand, you know, because Shakur got brittle hands. That's what's going to cost him in the Tank fight too. Yeah, not being able to keep. You're not going to beat Tank with brittle hands. That's just bottom line.
The De La Santos fight was just bad timing because I really believe like that was the audition for, you know what I mean, can we put him on a, you know what I mean, on a big stage. Yeah, I really think that was an audition. So that's really, I think that's what really lights that fight up more.
We got our answer though. No, we can't.
That's the
crazy part. Event. He cannot headline a pay-per-view card.
Who?
Shakur.
Yeah, P say people was leaving out. Like
man,
shit,
it was bad. It was bad.
You ain't leaving out at no Tank fight.
That's what makes Zuffa a good move for Shakur.
Yeah.
For that reason, right there alone, that makes you know what I mean. He ain't really got to worry about that.
Why you say that?
Because Zuffa, they already, you see what I'm saying? How they got it going on. This what we paying you. This what you gonna take? You know what I mean? Per fight. This what you getting. You see what I'm saying? And they already trying to do their own streaming thing.
I know one thing. I'm like Obstacle in this. I agree with Obstacle. I want to see him fight. Bottom line.
You and me both.
I agree with Obstacle with that.
I like like I told y'all for years that's how I was gonna have to go. Shakur was gonna have to fight Devin. Devin was gonna have to fight Shakur to get a Tank fight. I told y'all it was gonna have to happen like that. Excuse me.
Wow.
Cause yet again, another audition. Would you agree?
Well, I think the Haney fight would be a step up fight for him.
Who wins?
Not saying that Haney's a gorilla, but I'm just saying that's still a step up fight.
Who wins?
That's a good question.
Who you got?
Right now, I don't know. I put it like this. I can't say this. Between the two, I think Haney's been there more so than Shakur. You know what I mean? He's been in there with better opposition, or at least more recognizable names.
You don't think Shakur got nothing to prove though?
Oh yeah, he's got a lot to prove because there's a lot of doubters out there about him. You know, for the people that really like Shakur, you just gotta be like showing up diehard Shakur fans, but he just doesn't really set the building on fire when he comes out there. I've never seen.
I'm a Shakur Stevenson fan too.
Okay.
I'm a Shakur Stevenson fan too. I like Shakur boxing style. You know, the man got brittle hands. He done made this just be never been a heavy puncher. I don't, never known him to be a heavy puncher. That's not what he do. And like he say, the sport is hit and don't be hit, like he told Shannon Sharp. I get all of that. I like Shakur. And I watched the De La Santo fight again. It was a master class in boxing with a person with an injured hand. De La Santos couldn't touch him. Everybody was saying he was running. Hey, that depends on who you ask. I had to look at it again, and I saw a master class in boxing, especially for somebody that was hurt. But that style, that was different styles. I don't think that style going to work with Tank because Tank know how to cut the ring off, corner you, and if Shakur lay his back on them damn ropes no more than a few seconds, it's gonna spell bad for him. You know, Tank set that stuff up. Shakur ain't gonna be able to bounce around for 12 rounds and Tank don't never touch him.
I just can't see Shakur doing that double step back and Tank not catching him. I just don't see how Tank don't time that double step back that Shakur do.
Well, Tank already said it. He said all he do is hot back. There's no defense. I mean, with Tank calling it no defense. I kind of like the a lot of them try to be slick like Floyd. Floyd didn't mess a lot of them guys up. But like I say, I enjoy seeing Shakur boxing and reading dudes, and he just out IQing them. You know, we know he's not gonna beat nobody up and hurt him. That ain't what he do, you know. But like I say, Tank gonna walk that boy down. He already got a lot on his mind. He ain't gotta get up for him. You know, and Shakur gonna have to pay the price. But Devin and Shakur, I got Shakur all day long. I got Shakur all. It's gonna be a good ass chess match though. It's gonna be a good ass chess match.
Yeah, well,
Do anybody touch? Do anybody touch the canvas?
no, definitely not.
Yeah, they do.
I'm
Definitely
gonna
not.
tell you this. So, I'm gonna tell you this. Somebody gonna touch the canvas in that fight.
I don't think so.
Somebody,
Somebody gonna touch the canvas in that fight. Come on,
they're
Mr. Lee.
boxing shoes.
You gotta give one of them the credit. So one of them gonna touch the canvas.
Their boxing shoes gonna touch the canvas.
Yep, that's about it. That's about it.
Ain't there one of them gonna hurt each other? If somebody do, Shakur, Devin ain't gonna be able to get no clean shot on Shakur like that.
Shakur can't knock him down?
No.
No.
Oh man.
And Haney can't knock him down.
Haney got a better chance of knocking Shakur down than Shakur got a better chance of knocking him down. I will say that. Because Devin is a little stronger at 147 than he is at the other weight classes.
Yeah, nobody's going to fight.
I just give the higher probability to Devin. Yeah, but like obstacles say, I like to see it. I like to see it so we could, it's a lot of money to be made, definitely. A lot of money to be made in that fight. Yeah.
I definitely will let us hear.
Yeah, I hope it comes up. That's for sure. I hope it
Boxing Dad, so if you're not knocking everybody out, then you're not a good fighter in your opinion, right?
Like my Coach Dion, what's going on, Coach Dion?
I don't know who he asking that. Who you asking that, Boxing Dad? Oh, thanks. He say squeeze for president. Thanks, Boxing Dad. I'm keeping it a buck. It's nothing personal for me. Obstacle, you talking about all these other fighters, I get it. You say LW say Dad may be too strong from that snack pack for Shakur. Obstacle say a whole lot of money to be made. Yeah, I want to see it too. Devin be getting reckless sometimes. Yeah, but Devin he could get reckless in Shakur fight. Shakur ain't gonna be able to hurt him by his capitalize. Like,
yeah.
LW say Floyd definitely screwed up the next generation of boxers. Thanks, Boxing Dad. Yeah, but like I say, man, I'm going with Shakur. I like boxers. I like boxers. I'm a big fan of boxers, but I like to see boxer punchers being able to slide some good shots in here and there for a possibility to get a person out. Being able to close when you catch a person with a good shot. But if you beating people with a white t-shirt on and no chalk on it, hey, that might be boring to a lot of people, but styles make fights. Everybody not gonna fight the same. I'm looking at it out of a realistic lens, reality. I'm looking out of it as and what I was telling Obstacle, he said that Lamont Roach ain't better than Shakur. Mindset wise. When it comes to boxing IQ, I would check the box off Shakur. But we know Shakur ain't gonna stand there and go toe to toe like Lamont Roach did, like he did with Tank. Because if Shakur stand and go toe to toe with Lamont Roach, I think Lamont Roach can hurt him too. I think Lamont Roach can hurt him. Styles make fights, man. Style make fight. If you fighting a guy, if Tank fighting Lamont Roach, taller than him, maybe a little longer than him, a more tighter stance. Shakur ain't tightening up like that. He rolling the shoulder. We talking about two different looks. Shakur ain't sitting down on no punches. Shakur looking to retreat, tag, and don't be tagged. Shakur could play flag football and do great. Shakur could play flag football and he would go to the Super Bowl the first year. He would blow everybody out of the water. When nobody to be able to pull his flag off his hip. I hope I could give y'all, that's the best terminology I could give you guys. I'm a big fan of Shakur. I like Shakur, but I like how Shakur fight and be elusive without getting a lot of punches to the head. But leaning back, he's not gonna be able to do that shoulder roll stuff on Tank. It's not gonna work. Tank gonna break that. That gonna be broken by Gervonta. And I'm just talking boxing. Yeah, we team Tank over here, but if Tank wasn't on Shakur level, Devin Haney level, I would say he not on their level. He need more work. And I would still go with him, but I would say these the things he need to do to pull it off. I'm going to keep it boxing. I'm not getting no money from it. I'm not getting paid. So, that's just my take, what I see. I grew up watching, being 57 years old now. I grew up watching
Damn, 57?
Muhammad Ali, Wilfredo Benitez, was the Earn Prize, the Pernell Whitakers, the Jerry Cooneys, the Larry Holmes, what's my boy, the Punisher, Paul Williams, Sergio Maravilla Martinez, Sugar Ray Leonard, Marvin Hagler, Joe Frazier, Abdul Kawi, may rest in peace, George Foreman, Jerry Cooney, all them dudes, man. Them guys laid it all on the line. Those guys, they laid it all on the line, man. And this generation right here, like y'all guys said earlier in the chat, and there's nothing wrong with it, because I'm not mad at them that they working the contracts, they're maxing their money. But what it does, and this is my closing argument, it leaving us fans that love the sport on the shelf. That's my mic drop.
Mr. Will?
I couldn't have said it better.
Man, another dope show in the books, man. It's been great chopping it up with y'all tonight, man. We had a good conversation going tonight.
I ain't see it, Champ, when I was looking for it.
What I told you I was gonna send you?
No, in the chat, the show. I was sitting there in front of the computer, and normally I see it, the date, and it's coming up on my phone. I didn't see it. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Nuh-uh.
Oh, something we didn't touch on. Just
Look,
gotta. Who y'all like
yeah.
next week? Who's your pick for next week?
Who?
With Zoo and Spence.
Who you asking?
Now I'm asking both of y'all.
Oh, all right. You want to go first, Senior, or me?
I'm going with my guys, Spence, all day. Like, ain't up change. I'm going with my guy. Next.
Well, I'll go next since
Hello?
it's getting a lot of air. I'll say my thing is this. Like I was talking about earlier, long layoffs. I don't like them. 3 years is a long time. That's something we got to consider. And then Spence didn't look good his last fight. Could have been due to the accident. It could have been stuff going on in his life around that time, and he wasn't focused. But he didn't look good. If that is residue from the accident and his career period, then I've got concerns. And then on top of that, a long layoff. So being realistic, I just don't know. I got to see the first round in this one. Now, my mind tells me Spence should do this and do it easy. But like I said, we don't know because we haven't seen him. None of us have.
So let me ask you this question then, Mr. Will. So you mentioned the accident. So with the layoff, if the accident was a problem, some things could have healed, you know what I mean, and worked in his favor, correct, by him having this
I'm
long
hoping
layoff.
that's the case. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm hoping that's the case. But like I said again, 3 years is 3 years. So I've never really seen anybody come back and look spectacular after that kind of a layoff. I've
Which
never seen.
McCollum took 5 years off and came back? Which McCollum took 5 years off and came back? Come on, Mr. Will, don't do that.
Who?
Sugar Ray.
Well,
But he
Sugar
didn't
Ray,
look
don't do
like
that, Mr.
Sugar
Will.
Ray when he came back.
He
didn't
still
look
won a
like.
title, didn't he? Didn't he come back and win a title?
He beat Mal Magler.
Yeah, but yeah,
but nah, didn't he come back? Didn't he come back at a 5-year layoff?
Yes, he timed that
Nah,
perfect.
come on, Mr. Will.
Timed that perfect.
Don't do
Come
that,
on,
Mr. Will.
Mr. Will. Mr. Will, you're not gonna move that fucking
That's
goalpost
why
tonight. That's
Don't do
Mr.
that.
Will. Mr. Will. Mr. Will, you trying
He
to move the
almost got
goalposts all
knocked
over
out
the field.
that fight. He almost got knocked out near the end of that fight. That was a good fight. But that wasn't vintage Marvin Hagler that night either.
My aunt almost could have been my uncle. Like Shiggy, almost don't
Well,
count, Mr. Will.
let me
Said,
tell you. Let me tell you like this. The fights are won in the gym. Could be out 3 years, but that rest did him great. He had time to reflect. He had time to heal physically, mentally, sense of direction. The dude live on a farm where it's peace, quiet, serenity, and seeing the woes of his ways and cleaned them up. I'm always open for good comeback story until I'm proven different. I do believe people can turn their life around and make a comeback. And I would love to see it. Would be a good hell of a story. I'm rooting for him. But most of all, his health, both of those guys, because Tim Zoo, this is a match made in heaven. We talking, you worried about Earl, but what about Tim Zoo?
yeah, well, same.
You
Yeah,
know, this is a match made in heaven. I'm very intrigued. And God willing, if I live to see that day, I definitely will be tuned in, sitting down like I've been doing these last couple weeks, watching the fights, God willing, and get that treat, under my belt. I'm going with Earl.
I think Earl's the better fighter, but Zoo
On paper.
has activity on his side. At least he's been in the ring more recent and more often.
And how long ago was that? Over a year?
May have been about a year, I think. It may have been.
About a year, Mr. Will? He been out more than that. He been out.
You remember. Yeah. It's somewhere around a year.
Because he got injured very bad in the Fondor fight.
Yeah.
So
No. He had a fight after that and got beat down.
Yeah, well, here there, nevertheless. He's coming off of a very devastating loss. So both of these guys, when it comes to the mindset of both of them, they're coming from a place of ungracious defeat that they weren't used to seeing in their careers on a regular basis. This is a match made in heaven. I would love Earl to win, look sharp doing it. I always said, to me, I follow Earl out the Olympics, and I used to criticize his fight game when he was in the Olympics. He's a North and South style fighter. He's not doing a lot of lateral movement and everything. That was the younger weight classes. It's just an interesting fight to me, and I'm open to see it.
Oh yeah, me too. I'm looking forward to it. And I think Big Twin is on that card too.
Yeah. 410 Casual, welcome to the chat. Make sure you press that like and subscribe, please. We appreciate you. I feel like Spence got to get out of the way. It's a new day where fighters don't take losses the same. It means so much to be undefeated instead of losing and fighting on like Canelo has done in his career. Good point. On that note, let's close it out.
Keep your head greasy to comb easy.
See y'all Friday.
Most definitely.
Hey, like I say, man, Earl, Tim, bring y'all a game.
Yeah.
The world is watching. We intrigued.
That's right.
These the type of fights I want to see. I like the unknown up for grabs. It's a mental rush. It's a stimulant. And I need it in my diet. So after this fight over, the outcome will fulfill my mental lust for a decision. And on that note, it's the Rise Podcast with your boy All Access International. He was in the building with us tonight. He set up a diaper dandy. You already know who he is. Keep it greasy and the comb easy. Mr. Will, aka Papa Smurf, Coach Kenny Ellis, Coach Calvin Ford, the first lady of the Rise Podcast. Keep Miss Louie in y'all prayers, and our son, Miss Louie Reed, and yours truly, your boy Coach Squeeze, aka the Smoothie King. Right back at y'all with another one, and my girl's gonna be coming on the show too soon too. Peace.
Peace.